Hello and welcome to Subbies TV. Yes, I'm a very happy man because the Wallabies got up on the weekend. I went out to Melbourne and watched the game. It was fantastic. Thank you for joining us. There wasn't many games on the weekend for the Subbies divisions. Only 5 games being played because of the terrible weather here in Sydney. But we're going to review it anyway. And to introduce our beautiful panel this week, we've got some regulars back. We've got Slammin.
Ninja, fantastic week of rugby to
be back.
It was,
mate, wasn't it?
How exciting was the game?
Very exciting, very exciting. And we've got Ricky Love back to talk about the game. And I think you should be putting that hat on.
Bet's a bet.
Bet's a bet.
I'll put it on. Yeah.
So
doesn't feel good at all. But
yeah.
Victory is humbling, isn't it?
just
so
not
pumped.
used to it, yeah.
So pumped. No,
if only Panda was here as well.
Yeah,
I think I'm the only person.
Panda suck, mate, because he was so confident last week that you guys were going to whitewash the series.
Yeah.
So have that one, mate. But we'll talk about the third test very shortly. But for the moment, we're going to throw it to Emily Barker where she can talk about the 5 games of the weekend.
Thanks, Ninja. Well, the weather put a halt to most of the games across the weekend. Divisions 1, 2 and 5 saw no action at all, while Divisions 3 and 6 managed to have a couple of games played. Quickly reviewing the scores in the Division 3 games, Hawkesbury Ag got a win against Waverley 24-3. Hawkesbury Valley got up over Blacktown 17-0. And Hills came away with a victory in their game against Briars 25-15. The only change in the table is Hawkesbury Ag moving into the top 4, but that of course can change after St George make up last week's game. Division 6 had 2 games played. Clovelly got a solid win in the wet 28-11 over the Savers, and Sydney Grammar came away with the win against ICMS, running up a cricket score of 112-0. The table has Sydney Grammar and Clovelly in first and second, but that could all change after everyone plays their catch-up games. Well, that's it from me for this week. Bit of a short wrap. Back to you guys in the studio, and good luck to the Wallabies.
Thanks for that, Emily. I might even take that off. Yeah, I'm hoping we get this third test, obviously, as is all of Australia, but it's going to be a big game. Big game.
And having Hall available, mate, is a big bonus.
Very big bonus, of course.
And very just, might I add.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that just a little later. But for the moment, let's have a look at the games. We'll just go into a bit of depth about them. Emily's obviously just pointed them out, but not many games played. But one that stood out, Sydney Grammar Old Boys, 112-0.
That's colossal.
That is massive.
If you look at the international,
that's the first 100 points a team has racked up for a while. There's been a couple in the 80s, 90s.
Yeah, there was a 94, 96 or something earlier in the year. And I mean, Div 6 has put up points. Like there's a lot of tries being scored in that division, but 112 points. Oh, you've got to assume, I know that there's uni break now at the moment maybe, and there's there's guys away.
Uni holidays, maybe they're all at the snow or something already in
Queenstown.
So,
they'd have to be down players, like maybe they're playing with 12 players or something, and I don't know.
The College of Management Sydney, they haven't actually done that badly this year. It's not like
that's the
boys.
surprise that they upsetted
size,
Manly Savers earlier in the year and
upsetted.
I can choose whatever word I want, Slammin. If I want to create a word called upsetted, I will.
Lock it in.
Upset. They upset.
Dear Wikipedia.
I'm so glad every week I'm like, yes, Slammin's on again. Yay.
It's good to be back.
112 points. Running game in that weather. I don't know.
It's unreal, that score, if you think of
the
the
conditions. Maybe they did a lot of rolling mauls.
Imagine them playing in a swamp. I can't see how. I'm surprised the game's even got on, like having these 5 matches available.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, with the tables, there's not major shifts because no one really played, but
their points difference has gone way up, obviously.
Yeah, but Hawkesbury Ag in Div 3 have moved into the top 4 with taking over St George, but St George have a game to catch up, but that is against Blue Mountains, so that'll be interesting to see whether Hawkesbury Ag can stay in the top 4. So it's shaping up. I think
that's a tight league. That is a
really
tight league.
I'm loving watching Div 3 this year because it has been tight. You've got a lot of contenders. And it's going to be an interesting finish. Who do you think, Slammin, you weren't here last week, we sort of touched on, but who do you think might be, out of each division, the top 4 favourites?
Top 4 out of Div 3?
Yeah.
I've gone Blue Mountains, mate. I've been on them all year, and look, it's starting to get very tight at the top.
Yep.
I just think they're the real deal this year, and they'll go on and win it.
Yep. I think Hornsby have been playing good football. Hawkesbury Valley as well, obviously. But I'm liking St George. I think they're going to keep picking up some steam now. And yeah,
anything can happen. I mean, look at. I mean, if you take the 112 points by Sydney Grammar, their points differential's now gone to the top of the table in one game.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's even though it's pretty much locked away. Div 6. I think Dundas and Chatswood are likely to in their catch-up games get a win, and that will cement
Pretty
it.
much.
But the four of them, those four teams that are sitting in that top four, they're very competitive against each other. There's only a couple of points in it, so.
Well, obviously that's where they're getting the real challenges for their season.
Yeah.
So.
Which is good. Which you don't want to go through a season. I mean, I'd happily go through a season undefeated, flogging everybody. But you kind of want to see.
It can't be a cake. It's not.
Yeah.
It can't be a cakewalk. You've actually got to. You got to earn a premiership. You can't just go up against rubbish sides week in, week out.
That is correct. All right. Well, we'll have a look at games of the week. There's a couple of similar games of the week this week, just purely because they make them up. But in Div 1, we've got Mossman versus Drummoyne. That's going to be at Mossman. They've brought games forward, of course, because of the Sydney Test. Quickly, our thoughts?
I think Mossman need to win.
Yep.
They've had a few losses in the last few weeks, and they can't afford to. They need to change their mindset, get it back on the front foot, and start their winning culture again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, got a good result against Drummoyne earlier in the season, so no reason why.
That was a big effort at Drummoyne for the boys, and I know their forward pack was fantastic. They're missing a couple of guys from. Mossman's missing some guys from their forward pack. Drummoyne's got guys back. They've got Big Leo and number 12, who's just an absolute unit.
It's going to be a really big clash. It's going to be a sensational game to watch. But
it could be almost a make and break for both sides in a sense. I mean, Mossman losing, they may not drop out of the top four, but if they were to lose, it's going to make it very difficult. Where Drummoyne loses, and they're playing catch-up footy for the remainder of the year. So
tough to catch colleagues in fourth there.
I'm obviously hoping. I think all of us are hoping Mossman, and we are a bit biased. Sorry about that, but to think that you're just going to come away with a win against Drummoyne any day of the week, it's
they're a good side.
And to be in the mindset that you could potentially put Drummoyne in a position where they are actually going to have to fight for every week for the remainder of the season to make it to a final.
And they will fight every week because they are.
Literally.
Wow. Div 2, we've got Petersham versus Brothers. This is the matchup that we spoke about last week.
Yep.
Huge. Again, hopefully there's no weather conditions that stop us from playing this weekend, but I think Brothers are unbeatable. But
if there's a team to beat them, you hope that Petersham would. I mean, they've been pretty solid. They've only lost one game. So yeah, if there's going to be an upset, you'd think it'll be
from a club perspective. Petersham are dominating the club champs.
They're looking
totally.
real good at coming up. I did say last week
they've
that
predominantly booked their ticket to come up next year.
well, they haven't played each other yet, the Petersham brothers. So that would change the club champs if brothers get wins in all grades or something. But yeah, Petersham are looking good across all grades, and they've got depth. So.
Be good if we can have some footage sent in from this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Especially that game, actually. You know, we might try and grab some from the Mossman Drummoyne game, but definitely Petersham brothers. If anyone has a camera out there, go film it. Do it on your phone. We want to see some of that first grade match because it's going to be huge. Div 3, Blue Mountains, your boys. St George, they're the guys I'm jumping on board. I'm jumping on their bandwagon.
Slammin versus Ninja. It's on.
Slight weight difference, but Blue Mountains at home are going to be very strong. But as I said, St George have been great these last couple of weeks. They've just been bringing it to everyone. What's your thoughts, Ricky?
Blue Mountains aren't going to be top of the league for no reason. They've got massive points difference. St George actually have got 8 bonus points, which is pretty impressive. So you think they can score a few tries away from home. They're hopefully going to fling the ball around a little bit.
I think that's the thing that's leading me towards St George is that those losses they've had, they've been close
narrow.
losses. Yeah, so they've always been in it every week.
I think you'll find, similar to us, mate, that St George are going to be out of their weight division.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Div 5, we discussed this last week, Ricky, but interested to hear your thoughts on this one. Slammin, we've got Rouse Hill and Land Cove, bottom of the table clash. These guys, one of them has to win unless there's a draw. So,
I'm going to jump on Covies purely on the basis that I've played against Lane Cove when I first started playing rugby in seniors for Subbies.
Yeah.
6th grade game against Lane Cove. So I don't know anything about the Rouse Hill boys whatsoever.
I think their hospitality, I think Panda said last week their hospitality was second to none. They presented them with, for getting into the league and all, which was obviously the reason.
That's awesome.
I'm readily available for a barbecue off and go and try out the food. Absolutely.
I mean, best of luck to both sides because they're both. I think
but that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Based on socially, I think, from what I've heard, go Lane Cove. Come on, boys, get up and get a
Can't
win.
be a draw.
And
it's got to go. It's got to go Golden Point.
Yeah,
has to go Golden Point. They can't have a draw.
That's the ruling. Timmy Richards, send it out to them. Golden Point for those boys this weekend. Div 6, Chatswood versus Burraneer, and this is just it's the biggest one out of the games that have been played. But it's purely because if Burraneer get that win, they've got 2 catch-up games to make. If they get bonus point wins in both, which is a
lot of fingers crossed.
Yeah, a lot of fingers crossed and mathematical chances and what have you. But it will put them within 6 points of that 4th spot, which is Chatswood.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Well, I think Chatswood's going to get this
win.
They've
a game in hand, but it's...
And
I know you've been on the Burraneer bandwagon trying to...
I don't mind Chatswood, but
yeah,
I've been saying throughout the year, Burraneer, if they get these wins, I think I just wanted to see a tighter table, but...
Chatswood have really turned it around, haven't they, since...
absolutely. Since last year. Anyway, guys, that's Game of the Weeks and Games of the Week. Oh, having a shocker. And best of luck to everyone that's playing this weekend. We hope that everyone gets on and doesn't miss out on another week of not playing rugby because, well, we all love it, don't we? But anyway, that's it. So we're going to have a quick ad break and then we'll be back to talk about that beloved Wallabies game.
The Bunker Studios in the heart of Sydney's CBD is a unique production space that specialises in producing online video content. Your audiences are 5 times more engaged and they are 85% more likely to buy products and services when you have video on your site. So whether you need small video campaigns or want to produce a live event that can interact with all your database, contact The Bunker Studios or visit our website.
Hello and welcome back to Subbies TV. We're having a lot of fun today on the panel. Of course, I've got Slammin and Ricky Love, our Lions supporter, who's not too happy after the Wallabies got a 1-point win on the weekend.
Disappointed.
Did they ever?
How good was that? Now, let's go straight into the Wallabies recap. And you've got some stats for us. And
yeah, I've got a few stats. Yeah, so obviously up the game. Didn't get the result that we wanted.
Yeah, we should start with the score, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, 16-15 or 15-16.
16-15.
Yeah, it was pretty
just
tight.
to clarify, I mean, I was there and I saw it, but you missed a kick to win the game?
We missed it. We missed it a long range effort at the end.
Deja vu.
He didn't slip though.
Interesting.
He didn't slip.
No, he came up short.
He used to get no excuse.
Yeah, fail.
Yeah, well, he's been so reliable all tour, and I think we've still got a game left.
He was due to miss.
That's true. That is a fact. We've got a game left.
We've got a game left, so he could be a hero. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are very intelligent, you Lions supporters. We had them on the weekend. There was a knock on, and they started to chant that he knocked it on. He knocked it on. Yeah, fantastic.
Well,
it didn't quite work out though that it goes the other way. So when we started chanting it. Because your old mate Vunapola had a cracking match and was dropping the ball every single time.
Yeah, Vunapola didn't have his best.
Lions speaking of best and worst, who were your highlights and lowlights from each side?
I thought Horwell led the team well.
Horwell?
Yeah,
Justice for Horwell.
Horwell playing good football.
No, well, he's top player.
He's a fantastic player, and we can't wait to
have him. I understand why you guys were trying to get him rubbed out, but whatever.
I thought Palu carried the ball well. I know. People say it's the unseen work, but I thought he was actually your best ball carrier statistically. I thought Moen had a great game.
Yeah, Moen was great, and he broke the game line.
Another Brumbies player.
Brumbies.
He says I'm only allowed to say Brumbies players.
Yeah, they asked you about the Brumbies players.
Yeah. And our kicker,
obviously, Lily a fan of 4 from 4 on your. Well, we'll give. I know he only lasted a minute, but we'll give him that as debut. 4 from 4. Won the game. Falau had a blinder again.
Yeah.
Being a 10 yourself, mate, what do you think of O'Connor after his second match? Question.
I would disagree with. I know Deans has obviously got this 18-month plan that he wants to play O'Connor and get the best out of him, but I just think it limits O'Connor, it limits Australia. His distribution wasn't as good as it was last week. He's very lateral. He runs across the field. He doesn't create a lot of space. I just felt that he's such a talented player. And I don't see why they're playing him at
you only got the tiniest of glimpses of it with that try with Adam Ashley Cooper, where he held the ball up. I mean,
which became a focal point. That became a focal point.
And
everyone was sitting there going, "Oh, how fantastic's O'Connor! Look at that pass to Ashley Cooper." Ninja could have scored that try.
Well,
Yeah, I agree. Second, and moving on. No, I think Adam Ashley Cooper's line is what scored that try, and it sounds very obvious, but he was running such good lines all day.
Ex-Brumbies player.
Ex-Brumbies player. Everyone
he had a
comes from
good
the
game.
capital.
He was solid. He was solid defensive and attack. Yeah,
But how about the Lions players? You got some stats there. You were saying that 8 guys.
The damning stat for me for the Lions was 11 out of the 15
11.
players made more tackles than they did yards over the gain line, which is pretty horrific.
That's a good
if you think
defensive
about it.
effort.
Yeah.
It is. Well, when you've got 30% of the possession, in the second half it was, I think, 28% possession in territory, which is just horrific. But, I mean, you look at a guy like Warburton, he'd been chastised. I thought he had a great game. He was probably our best player. 10 tackles, 2 turnovers. Didn't give away any pens.
That's a big loss for this decider.
It is a massive loss. But, I mean, it'll give a guy like O'Brien the chance to step up.
Hopefully O'Brien.
Loves carrying the ball, loves that physicality, the contact. He actually was our best ball carrier, and he was only on the field for 14 minutes, which kind of shows how limited our
Where is it going to be won and lost this weekend for the Lions?
Game plan. I think if we go out and be negative like we were in the last game, I think we'll lose the game, because Australia showed a little glimpse of how they attack. They brought Falau into the game a lot more.
Yeah.
I thought when O'Connor used his runners, I thought they looked a lot more
if you can keep kicking us the ball back, that would be great.
I'd find it interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's a prime example. I mean, our two of our best players are probably Bo and North, and they're basically just kick chasers now. They chase the kick. They don't get a lot of ball, and when they do get it, it's between O'Driscoll's legs. It's not a structured plan to get the ball wide.
Yeah.
The most yards I think North made was carrying Falau.
I know.
No, I think it's going to be it's going to be a classic. Straight up, it's going to be a classic.
It'll be a good game.
Everyone loves that it's gone down to the third test, because no one wanted it to be a dead rubber.
No.
I disagree. I ran into quite a lot of Lions supporters, and they were sitting there going, "Yeah, we would have preferred to have gone to Sydney with it under our belt."
Oh, absolutely.
You
said an interesting stat. What is it? The last couple of times that the team in the Lions tests who won the first game has lost the series.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, right.
For the last 2 visits.
There you go. So
Game over.
Game over.
Yeah.
You guys are stuffed.
Yeah.
We're going to take it, and I think it'll be a close one again, but we'll take it.
I just hope there's tries. I hope
we'll see you again in 12 years.
Yeah.
On your bike.
I hope there's a bit more expansive rugby. You could see in the second half, Australia tried to spin it. I mean, if we try and bring a few players, I know they're talking about maybe bringing in Tuolangi at 12, maybe bringing in Roberts, maybe get us a bit more gain line, get us spinning the ball, and actually using these tools that we've got.
I must admit, I thought Jesse Mogg was going to get a run on the weekend.
He didn't come
just
on.
For a few minutes.
No, he didn't.
No.
He didn't come on. He could have come on.
You were watching the same game then.
We could have got him on for Vunipola, maybe front row.
No, I thought
the game aside, the atmosphere inside with the roof closed was phenomenal.
Fantastic atmosphere.
It really was, yeah. It was electric.
Anyway, guys, quickly, what do we think the scoreline's going to be? We did this last week. Me and Panda picked the Wallabies to win, which was,
he did,
interesting. And you picked the Lions, but what?
Wallabies by 2 tries.
By 2 tries, so 14 points, 10 points.
14 points.
Yeah. Right, there you go, 14 points.
I'll go Lions to win 32-30.
Jaded, one-eyed.
No, we'll be back.
One-eyed.
All kicks.
Wallabies
Another
to win.
kick.
Yeah.
All kicks, yeah.
Wallabies to win, and I think, there'll be a try in it.
I'm not sure if you heard my trialist chant
7 points.
during the weekend.
Wallabies by
Is that
7
you?
points.
Yeah, that was me.
All right, guys, we're going to go on to the media madness section here. We've got a couple of photos, not many over the weekend, because obviously there wasn't any games played, so no one sent anything in.
They're never rugby related anyway, though.
Hardly. We've got a great photo here. This is the Australian women's 7 side. There's been the IRB World Cup, Sevens World Cup, and they won the plate. So that's the girls there.
Good on them.
Well done,
awesome
ladies.
effort. Well done,
Well
ladies.
done,
They
girls.
won. I believe they beat England in the
Even
plate
better.
final,
Even better.
which was funny because our lads got through the quarter final, but they lost to England. So bittersweet weekend. But well done, ladies, and that's awesome. That's an awesome effort. This is the next photo we've got. This is from the over in Bali. It's the State of Origin poster, but it looks like Drew Mitchell's.
So that's
playing.
where he's not really going to France.
Yeah, he's going to go play for them.
He's still in blue, though.
Yeah.
And he's in Aussie.
Yeah, give him
Works.
the benefit of the doubt. But
Only in Bali.
Yeah.
this third photo has been sent in. This is fantastic. Week of comebacks. Rudd 57-45. Queensland 26-6. Wallabies ? Watch out Lions. And I thought it was interesting because it's the Welsh Church. So That is a week of comebacks.
Get their priorities right. Yeah.
And did you say you had one as well?
Mate, yeah, I've got a fellow Kiwi friend of
here he is,
ours, donning the Wallaby gold.
He is a massive All Black supporter,
Massive.
but he went, I can't bear to go for the Lions. So there you
If
go.
he was going to come down to Melbourne, he thought he had to fit in.
Good luck, charm face. Yeah.
No,
Got the win, get him doing that every year.
This week we don't have many videos, but we do have one, and this is going to be a bit of a snippet. The Redfield Old Boys are doing that series, the rugby board, and they've got this, I think, from episode 3. So we've just got a little snippet from episode 3 for you.
Hey, babe.
Last night I had the strangest dream. I sailed away to China, in the rowboat to find you. And he said to get your laundry clean. Didn't want no one to hold you, what does that mean? And he said, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna slow me down, no, no.
Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I'm running and I won't touch ground. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah, I really need to talk to you about this. This email.
Oh, okay. Just hold that.
Clear. Peace. Okay. I got this email.
1 million euros.
1 million. I didn't even enter a competition. No. Central Bank of Nigeria, $40. Admin fee,
Central Bank of Nigeria.
only $40. Get the million.
How many people know about this?
No one. They told you.
Go and shut the door. When you get home tonight,
I love those boys.
They're having way too much fun.
I think they're way too much fun, way too much time on their hands. It doesn't work. They are. It's
brilliant.
fantastic, and they're such simple little things. And I must admit, I don't know how long it takes them to shoot it all, but it's all.
It's great.
It's brilliant.
isn't it?
It's brilliant,
Yeah.
and
Keep
we
it up,
love
boys.
seeing it. So keep going, lads, and
Good stuff, boys.
still waiting for that phone call. You know,
If they want to raise the profile of it, they need a star involved.
A
and they probably should.
superstar.
Just talk to me or Slammin.
Yeah, I'm
Call our
readily
agents.
available.
unbelievable. Well, that's the videos and photos for this week, guys. We don't have any boat races now. They've just dried up. I know it's dry July now, but they've dried up, and we need more boat races. We want to see them because at the moment we've got about 5-6 scores on the table, and the top 4 will go through to a final, and we're going to hold it at a pub. And if you have a pub that you think you can hold this event, what we want is someone to sponsor the show, get some money behind the show, and put forward what you might be able to help out with us, and we'll hold the event at your pub, and we'll also advertise all your, I don't know, things that are happening at your pub
Trivia nights.
between now and then. Yeah, whatever it might be, Trenny Bingo, whatever it might be. So get in contact with us, put forward what you might be able to offer up, and we can start chitty chatting. We've had a couple of contactors so far, but
Are Sydney Irish doing well in the league? Boat race?
yeah, Sydney Irish. Why don't you send in a boat race?
Because they
Maybe
should
you
be
can
top.
get your Lions mates.
They should be top of the boat
Shouldn't
race.
they
I
put
mean,
I think they're due to put their top
Actually,
team in now.
I'd love to see, guys, from this weekend, if someone can do 5 people on each side, boat race between a Lions and a Wallabies. That's what we want.
we had
There was a
a
half
brilliant.
attempted one on the weekend, but I want to see one from this weekend.
Yeah, it was a
So
massive fail.
someone send one in, or someone send in several, I don't mind.
because the Lions won.
Aspirational side, guys. We don't have any aspirational side this week. We've had 3 guys nominated so far, but we want more. So if you've got a clubman that fits the bill, send it through. We want a bio, a picture or two, and or even a video of him playing. and we can put him into the aspirational side. Our goal is to have an entire team by the end of the year. So for all that stuff, you can contact us at rugbystuff@subbiestv.com.au. So email through, and we might even email you back. Oh,
That's big of you.
Yeah, I'm so
Very
polite.
busy and
Club
important.
announcement time. We've got a couple of events coming up in the coming weeks. We've got the 20th of July, Barker have their Ladies and Families Day versus Linfield, and they are raising money for the Gidget Foundation. So that's a great cause.
Good
so
stuff,
you can go to thegidgetfoundation.com.au to get more information on the foundation itself, and also if you want to donate, but head on down to that day for a great day of football and also a great cause. So good work, Barker. Friends of Union New South Wales have their rugby luncheon on Friday the 9th of August, held at the establishment on George Street. They've got guest speaker, CEO of the ARU, Bill Pulver, and they invite all friends and players past and present to go along. You can jump on the Union New South Wales website for more information and to book your spot at that rugby luncheon. That'll be a great day.
Sounds like a pretty good gig.
Yeah, it should be a good day. Rugby, everything's rugby, Marty. Brothers Rugby have their rugby luncheon on Friday the 16th of August. It's held at Dockside Convention Centre, the balcony level, and special guest is John Eales. So jump on the, that'll be awesome. Brothers Rugby website for more information and also to book your tickets there. That's going to be a crazy day. I think it goes from 12 to 3 or something like that. And,
3 in the morning.
Those boys enjoy a drink or two, so they'll be good fun. I think Vinnie Byrne's probably going to jump up. Holdings Bits every Friday, of course. Matt Holding puts out Holdings Bits, and he will be reviewing everything from the games to the Wallabies games or the Lions losses, if you want to call it that, including the jokes of the week, tweets of the week, videos, pics, everything. He does everything. He does an excellent job. So jump on the Subbies Rugby website every Friday to get your Holdings Bits fix, whatever.
It's a great segment, actually. It really is hilarious.
Yeah, it's very good. And of course, sponsors for this show. We are still always looking for sponsors to get behind this fantastic show. You can contact at info@subbiestv.com.au if you have something you can sponsor with us, or you want some money behind us so we can keep this show going, guys. So get behind us, and that's the club announcements. You guys don't have any?
No, all good,
fantastic. Man. No shout outs to back home?
Hello, Mum.
Okay, there we go. Shout out to back home. All right, it's Dark Horse time, guys.
Pay for
so, Div 2. Div 2 is our Dark Horse. So we've got Union New South Wales versus St Ives. We've got Linfield versus Kings Old Boys. Newport versus Barker. Forest versus Oatley. And Brothers versus Petersham. Who is your Dark Horse, Slammin?
Petersham.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's a good Dark Horse. That is a good Dark Horse.
Brothers have been on a roll. They're obviously sitting up on top of the table. Petersham have been playing some bloody good football, so...
Petersham it is. All right, well, good luck. And who you got, Ricky?
I was actually going to go Petersham, but I've just remembered my first game in Australia was actually against Barker, and they were very hospitable, had a good day. Obviously, we beat them, which is why I remember it, so I'm going to go Barker.
Barker to
good
get
club,
up over
Newport. Really good club,
That'll
really
be a
enjoyed
close
my time
game
right
as
there.
well. Yeah, all right. I actually think Oatley's going to beat Forest. Now, Forest have been playing great footy, but Oatley's going to get up over Forest. So that's my Dark Horse for the week. So hopefully we get up every week. I seem to be saying that because my percentage is ridiculous. But anyway, thanks, lads, for the show. And we'll get you back on next week and we can review how much the Wallabies beat the Lions.
Well, we'll see. What was 3,
2 tries.
No.
Chance not the same without Panda, is it?
I know, he's
not the same.
Slammin, thanks for today, mate.
Always
and
a pleasure,
Ricky
mate.
Love, as always, you guys are heading out on Saturday to watch the game.
Absolutely,
I'm sure many people are. So everyone head out and have a great day and best of luck on the weekend. And until next week, enjoy your rugby.